Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel again. I hope everyone is doing good today. This is going to be my second video in my three-part little series about how I'm feeling about Obi Wan Kenobi and Star Wars lately. My first one, I mostly just talked about how I've been a Star Wars fan since I was a kid, and I always will be. Always have been, always will be. I love Star Wars, and I wanted to make a few videos talking about it that correlate with the release of Obi Wan Kenobi, and I felt really spurred to make this series of videos and a little bit goaded and provoked, even, especially by the hate mail that Moses Ingram has received for her portrayal of the third sister, Reva. That and the toxicity of the Star Wars community and fandom is actually going to be the main topic of this video. I am going to cut right into that with this one. My first one, I just wanted to talk about how much I like Star Wars. I always have. I'm invested in it. I always have been invested in it. Now I'm going to dig into the shit that's going on with this because I'm pissed. Moses Ingram has received nasty, horrible, deplorable, hateful emails on Instagram, allegedly, that have been responded to by Ewan McGregor. They've been responded to by Disney, and they've been covered by other YouTubers, and it's disgusting. And it's all because there's people that are upset that she's portraying a black female villain in Star Wars, or they just don't like the character in general. I don't care what the reason is. There's no reason to personally attack an artist or an actor for any reason, or anybody else if they're not doing something that's really gross and disgusting. Moses made a video that she released talking about it and how she felt about it, and if you haven't seen it, then here it is.
There's nothing anybody can do about this. There's nothing anybody can do to stop this hate. And so I question what my purpose is, and even being here in front of you saying that this is happening. I don't really know. I don't really know. But I think the thing that bothers me is that, like, sort of this feeling that I've had inside of myself, which no one has told me, but this feeling of like I just gotta shut up and take it. I just kind of gotta bear it. And I'm not built like that. So I really just wanted to come on, I think, and say thank you to the people who show up for me in the comments and the places that I'm not gonna put myself. And to the rest of y'all weird.
Also, Ewan McGregor released a video talking about this and responding to it, and here's his response.
It seems that some of the fan base from this influential fan base have decided to attack Moses Ingram online and send her the most horrendous racist DMs. And I heard some of them this morning and it just broke my heart. Moses is a brilliant actor. She's a brilliant woman. And she's absolutely amazing in this series. She brings so much to the series. She brings so much to the franchise. And it just sickened me to my stomach to hear that this had been happening. I just want to say, as the leading actor in the series, as the executive producer on the series, that we stand with Moses. We love Moses. And if you're sending her bullying messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind. There's no place for racism in this world. And I totally stand with Moses.
So, what can I say? This this is a thing that's happened. And you know what, this isn't the first time. I mentioned in my very first video the kid that played Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace. Uh, what was his name? I'm gonna Google it real quick because I suck at remembering names. Skywalker, actor, Phantom Menace. And no, I'm not trying to impress anybody, so, Jake Lloyd. So, I'm not trying to impress anybody, so it's not like I sat here with a whole bunch of research done to make these videos. I'm being candid. I'm doing these in one take. I'm speaking my thoughts as they come to my head because I wanted to be genuine. I didn't want to have a script. But Jake Lloyd, he got a lot of hate when they made The Phantom Menace, which was bullshit. He was just a kid. It was the one and only movie he ever made. To be honest, people should have been happy for Jake Lloyd. He had the opportunity to be in a Star Wars movie at a time when everybody liked Star Wars. Everybody was excited for Star Wars. That's the idea that we're all going to hate on it because it's not the original. That wasn't a thing yet when episode 1 came out. So, we have a little kid who gets to be in a movie, which, a lot of people wish they could be a movie star. Some of us would absolutely not want to be a movie star, but for those who do, the opportunity to be in Star Wars should have been something that people said, "Congratulations, kid, you got to be in Star Wars. You got to be a lead role. You got to be Anakin Skywalker." But no, they hated on him. He's a kid. You can't expect, the kind of acting that you get from somebody like, I don't know, the guy that played Gandalf, whatever his name is, Ian McClellan. You can't expect him to act like Ian McClellan. You can't expect him to act like Patrick Stewart. You can't expect the Alec Guinness levels of acting from a kid. So I don't know what people expected there. Fast forward to the sequel trilogy. Daisy Ridley deactivated her Twitter account because of how much she got harassed on Twitter over playing Rey. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. You don't gotta like Rey, you don't gotta like the sequels, but attacking Daisy Ridley personally, absolutely ridiculous. It's. Mm, I could rant on and on about this, but if you wanted to go and just see the content yourself, it's out there. And all that I have to say about this is no decent human being harasses people to death on social media. I think it's gross. I think it's disgusting. I think it's cowardly. And I don't think that it's unique to Star Wars either. I don't care what fandom it's in. I don't care if it's Doctor Who. I don't care if it's Star Wars. I don't care if it's Final Fantasy. I don't care if it's whatever else you can think of. Attacking an actor or an artist or whoever because you don't like their work, like personally attacking them, is never okay. You can criticize the work all you want. You can outright dislike the work all you want, in which case, don't partake of it. Just don't partake of it. If you don't like something, don't consume it. If you don't want a cup of tea, don't drink a cup of tea. It's that easy. Don't go and attack the artists, the writers, the actors as people, unless they're genuinely crappy people. Some people have been having some things to say about, J.K. Rowling's political stances. And if you have an issue with somebody's political stances or the things that they do in life, if they're hurting people or if the things they say are creating a negative environment for people that's harmful, a whole different ball game, whatever. But that's not the case with Moses Ingram that anybody has mentioned anywhere that I've seen. She's just a girl that played in the Star Wars Obi Wan Kenobi series, and she got all this nasty hate mail. Daisy Ridley got all the harassment on Twitter. Jake Lloyd got hated on and harassed for his portrayal of Anakin. So my point that I'm getting at now is this isn't new. This is old news, and with every new piece of Star Wars media that comes out, it seems like there's people in the fandom that attack it. It's, the original fans were upset that the prequels weren't the originals, and A New Hope was the best Star Wars movie, and if it wasn't the original trilogy, then it wasn't Star Wars. Uh, and now, we've got the sequel trilogy, we've got Mandalorian, we've got the Obi Wan Kenobi series, and now people are attacking that. I feel like my generation grew up with the prequel trilogy, and the previous generation attacked that. Now my generation is attacking the new Star Wars that was made for the next generation, and I'm like, come on! I hated it when our parents' generation did that. We should be better. Apparently, we're not. And uh, the Quartering made a video saying that Star Wars fans are disgusting. I am a Star Wars fan, and you know what? I agree with him. I shouldn't be saying that. I would like to think that, oh, I'm a part of a fandom. Oh, we all like the same thing, and it should give us common ground to talk about something that isn't divisive. It should be something that we can all love. But instead, this isn't even real life. This is entertainment. It's media. It's complete fiction. It's not politics. It's not something that should ever be divisive, and yet people are making it into something that could be. It's I'm getting to the point where I'm, almost ashamed to look at anybody and be like, hey, I'm a Star Wars fan, because that almost feels like I'm admitting that I'm a part of a really toxic, hateful community. So I'm probably, a racist, hateful person. Is that what this is going to mean in the future? Is that what it's going to mean to be a Star Wars fan? I don't want it to mean that. Shame on you if that's how you're going to be. Just shame on you. I don't have any better way to word this than that. Shame on you. Now, with regard to people actually attacking Reva as a character, apparently they think that she's immature, they think that she's too angry or something. I don't know what you want. Do you guys even know Star Wars lore? Do you even know how characters work when they're affiliated with the dark side? Like, anger, aggression, etc. That is how they all work. It's where they get their power from. I mean, case in point.
Yes, a Jedi strength flows from the Force. But beware of the dark side. Anger, fear, aggression. The dark side of the Force are they. No.
You filth! If it was up to me, I would kill you right here!
If you will not turn to the dark side, then perhaps she will.
So, what's the problem? She's another dark side character. And you know what? The actress? She's been able to portray some fairly intense, kind of intimidating persona. Like, I wouldn't want to fuck with this person if they were in my face. I mean, look at this.
Owen.
Owen. Farmer, right? Wife? Kids?
My family's of no concern to you.
They might be. You got a Jedi on that farm, too?
No.
Why should I believe you?
I have no love for the Jedi. Jedi are vermin. I kill vermin on my farm.
You protect your family. I like that, man. It's important. You think you could protect them from me?
This is the Outer Rim. You have no rights here. We're not under the Empire's...
Moses Ingram hasn't done a bad job playing Reva. She has not done a bad job playing a dark side character. If y'all got a problem with the character, you don't like her, you think she's getting too much screen time in a show where we want to see more screen time with Obi Wan and Vader, fine. Even I would like to see Obi-Wan get more screen time. I feel like this is the Obi Wan Kenobi show, and Obi Wan Kenobi's not getting as much screen time as I'd like him to get. I can share that criticism, but there's nothing wrong with Reva as a character. She's just another villain. We gotta have some villains. It doesn't have to just be Vader, it doesn't have to just be the Grand Inquisitor. And Moses Ingram has done a just fine job of playing another dark side character, which honestly, I've already seen episode 5. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. At the time of this recording, episode 5 came out 2 nights ago, and I really liked it. If you haven't seen it yet, I thought it was a good episode. I hope that you can watch it and enjoy it. I truly hope so. I feel like Reva's character arc finally got wrapped up and explained, and now we know who she is, why she is that way, and what she's about. I thought that it had a fairly good explanation. I was happy with it. My only complaint about her in the first few episodes, spoiler alert, skip a little bit, but I was a little annoyed that she kind of knew who Anakin Skywalker was. She wasn't kind of. She knew that Anakin Skywalker was Darth Vader. And Star Wars Theory even reacted to this like shortly after the episode came out. Nobody knew that Anakin was Vader. Nobody except for Sidious, Palpatine, Grand Admiral Thrawn, Obi Wan Kenobi, and Yoda. Like basically nobody else knew. That was Vader's big secret, and he killed anybody who found out. So somehow Reva knew, and even I heard that, and I was like, "Do what?" When I heard her name drop him, I was like, "How the hell does she know?" I felt like I was just sitting there thinking this is going to require some explanation because she shouldn't know this. This is not information she should have. And when I saw that, I legit, I did a double take and thought, what the hell? How? But I bit my tongue and I was like, I hope they explain it later. And now they have, and I'm okay with it. But I never had a problem with her. I genuinely thought she was just another cookie cutter dark side character. And now that I've seen episode 5 get wrapped up, and now that I know who she is and what she's about, I don't even think that anymore. I think that she's actually a fairly decent character with a little more depth than what I was even giving her credit for. I truly thought she was just a depthless, shallow, dark side raging character, and I was prepared to accept her at face value for that because Star Wars, in terms of the lore overall, is full of characters like that. They're kind of like just placeholders to fill the place of a villain. No big deal to me. I don't even care. They're just I expected her to just be a bad guy that Obi Wan Kenobi would have to put down at the end of the show. I mean, he can't kill Vader. We all know that. So I thought he would put down Reva, and that would be the end of it. But episode 6 hasn't come out yet. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the season is going to end. They've announced a season 2. I'm looking forward to that. But I'm absolutely disgusted with just how people are acting. And as I was saying, like, if you're a Star Wars fan, you know that a dark side character is going to be angry. They're going to rage. They're going to go Hulk on things. The dark side is the dark side. It's always been the way that it is. And raging dark side characters is nothing new. Reva is nothing new. She hasn't done anything as a character that, as Star Wars fans, we can't expect. In fact, she's a very cliched dark side character. And I'm not saying that as a criticism. I am saying it genuinely in the what did you expect scenario. This is obvious. It's like standing in front of a bathroom sign asking where the bathroom is at. It's right there. In this case, she's a dark side character doing what dark side characters do. What do you expect? What do you want from Star Wars? If you're going to come to this, you should know what to expect when you get here when you watch it. And if you don't like that, then why are you watching it to begin with? We all know what we are going to get when we see a dark side villain with a red lightsaber on screen. Red lightsaber, bad guy, Imperial uniform, unless it's literally some kind of a turncoat character, they're going to behave a certain way. Almost every damn time. And I'm going to stand by what I've been saying. There's no reason to personally attack anybody. That's not what decent people do. If you're a decent human being, you're not going to do that. And I'm not the kind of person who wants to go out and preach, be super nice to everybody, be kind, be this, be that. I don't buy into the SJW culture that we have nowadays. Not by a long shot. But I do feel like there's a certain, like, minimum standard of decency that we as people should be able to live up to. And that minimum standard is don't go out of your way to put out the effort to be a dick enough to send somebody hateful messages on social media because you don't like a character. That's gross. It's disgusting. It's abhorrent. It's unkind. And, it takes effort on your part to go out of your way to do that. If you don't like the show, just turn it off. Go watch something else. Don't go out of your way to go harass somebody on social media. I am so sick of this. I'm sick of hearing that people do it anywhere. And as Ewan McGregor said, there's no room for racism in this world. It's 2022. We should be past this. The only difference between a human being with light skin and a human being with dark skin is the amount of pigment in their skin. And we're going to judge people over that? Really? Seriously? The ignorance is baffling. There's no room for racism in this world, and there shouldn't be racism and hatefulness among any fandom. Fandoms should be inclusive and they should be non divisive. They should be things that we can unite over in a world that's divided over politics. In a world where wars are breaking out over political disputes, you know? But, instead of worrying about things that actually matter, like climate change or stopping the warpath of people like Vladimir Putin, we're going to attack some poor girl because of a character that she portrays in a TV series. Y'all need to pick your battles and you need to think something more important instead of attacking some girl that just plays a character in a show. It's pathetic. It's a waste of your time. And it also goes to show just what a piece of shit you are. Anyways, I could go on and on and on. This was really more of a rant than anything. I can't, like, come at this super intellectually because I'm mostly just upset at it. I'm upset at the mass horde of people in the oblivion of this world and in the void of social media that act this way. And because everybody is anonymous, I don't even really I can't even point my fingers at specific people. But the behavior is not okay, and we shouldn't stand for it. And Moses, you're probably not going to see this video, but if you do, you don't have to just be quiet and take it. You shouldn't be expected to take the abuse. And, like, I wish I could just go to bat for you, and I wish I had a bigger platform to tell people to fuck off and tell them to stop being assholes. And I really wish that me saying that would actually make them stop. But as we all know, it won't. But if you do see this, if you do hear this, I just want you to know you did a good job. I'm glad that you were in Obi Wan Kenobi. I thought you had an intimidating screen presence, which is what a dark side character should have, and I don't share people's hateful criticisms of your acting of the character at all. And I hope for the best for you. I've thought Kenobi so far has been good. I'm looking forward to season 2, and I hope that you like this fan art I did of Reva. I did it for Moses. I wanted to be supportive of her to an extent. I know it probably is irrelevant, inconsequential, and doesn't matter at all, but that's where, like, the spirit of my energy is at with this video. It's like, I want to go to bat for that girl and just, like, I want to fight people on her behalf, to be honest. But, oh well, all I can do is say, screw everybody that's being that way. She's not a bad actress. I liked the character overall, and no, I did like the character. I don't want to say that and sound like I'm being insincere about it. I liked the character. I've liked what they've done with her story arc. I don't want to spoil anything for the show. I might make a video later, do another fan art, and talk about what I think after everybody's had time to see it. But anyways, if you've stuck with me, sorry for the rant, but I just felt like I passionately needed to scream at somebody over this because I am so sick of it. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.